Hi guys, Luton here, back for another thought for the day. Now today I'm talking about flanking martyrs, or essential flanking. If you didn't see that little section right there on the minimap, what I was doing as I respawned, I took a second to look at the overall game plan. And as you can see from the caps right here, it's pretty obvious that we are in a very bad situation. We are one base remaining on the whole map and we've been pushed right back to spawn. So that is the exact time I have chosen to make a flank and to try and turn things back around for our team. Now this is really important. Not only are we about 300 tickets down, but we are, as that base starts to get capped here, we're one base away from essentially losing the game, even though we still have 1,000 tickets to play. This is the critical time, and you need to be sure to identify these key moments when you're actually going to make a break and make a play. This flank not only enables my squad to spawn on me and assist in capping this base, it also shows to the rest of the team that, hey look, we're actually doing something somewhere else on the map. And you can see there's some blues coming in here as well, trying to assist and control the situation. Now as we go on from here, you'll see that basically capping this base creates a foothold for us. It enables the rest of the team to move and cap different bases. You can see that although they've lost E, they're pushing back onto D, and so this base cap really did enable us to sort of stay in the game. And as you see, we push forward through to the end of the round shortly, and you'll see where we kind of, where the outcome is on there, but it could have been very, very different indeed. The trouble is, though, when you're the person that's making these flanks and making these plays, you're not the person who's sitting there racking the kills, and that's the thing that will suffer. When you're playing a sort of martyrdom flanking role, when you're making the break, and, a lot of this round I spent by myself. I spent a lot of this round going off solo, trying to cap bases solo, because the rest of the team, and even sometimes the squad, are not moving with you, not moving fast enough, and that means that you kind of get left behind. You end up in a lot of situations where you're outnumbered, you're outplayed, and there's very little you can do about that because you can't watch all different directions at the same time. So you just end up in a situation where you're going to get outplayed. However, you still have to make the break for it, because if you don't, you're going to end up in a losing situation. And that's really when I say, the objective players, sometimes you're going to get screwed over because of that. It's a bad thing for you. But at the end of the day, if you want to win the round, if you want to have a good round, you've just got to suck it up and get on with it. And here you are, you can see we're at the end of the game, and look at how things have changed. We've made up that ticket difference, and it's right on the wire. We've made a push back here to A, and it's funny how we made that little break on A, and the game finished on A for us. The enemy team are pushing in to defend, but you see, overall, regardless of win or lose, regardless of how you did, it ended up being a constructive and much more interesting round than it could have been. We stopped it from being a steamroll where you just get pushed back into the base and slaughtered, grind it out, and many of these high ticket rounds, that's what it ends up being, because people don't take the right opportunities, they don't make the right breaks at the right time, and then you can't come back from it. You can't make any difference. People give up, they're like, oh, this is too high ticket difference, we're never going to win, or they feel pinned down. They quit out, and that team never really gets it back together. So there we are, guys. See, here we are at the end of the round, and as I say, even though it was a lose for us, I feel like this was an interesting round. I remember we had some good times on this round. It ended up being much better than it could have been, and that's really what it's all about. And you can see by the end of the round scores here, I finished 4th, but with a shocking KT. Got my ass handed to me. But as I say, that's what happens when you have to make those plays. If the rest of the team are not pushing forward, you're going to be the person that takes those hits when you're trying to make a break and trying to get out there. Anyway, that's my thought for the day. I'll see you next time.